Happy Monday. It is November 14th, 2022. Started making a video this morning in the DigiByte, on the way back, and I got a phone call, so kind of cut it short. All right, so I wanted to talk about, that's a little, okay. Didn't know if the screen was cracked there. Had a little reflection in the sun. Yeah, the sun, I'm at a bad angle, so I apologize. It's like a dark delight thing here, like a Batman character, But I want to talk a little bit today about exchanges and what's been happening lately. Is there a cause for concern? Is there a cause for fear? What we've seen is a lot of people are looking at this saying, oh my gosh, cryptocurrency is dangerous. This is a bad thing. Oh, crypto, if you're looking at it from the outside and don't understand it, yeah, it can look pretty dangerous. What's happening in the markets right now, and rather in the exchanges right now, last week we saw FTX go under, filed for bankruptcy, and it basically happened overnight. I mean, billions and billions of dollars. They had Super Bowl ads out there, Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen. They were promoting it. Larry David was in a commercial, which ironically, he was saying, nah, I don't want any part of that. And I'm always right about these things. So it was kind of interesting. You'll watch that Larry David. He's the Seinfeld developer. Pretty funny guy, actually. And that exchange touched a lot of people in the mainstream, athletes. And it's just, to watch it go down in one day, bad thing. But you got to look at the players. I'm going to circle back on that. But look at these foundations and these charities. We've got Jeff Bezos just coming out saying he's going to give away all his money before he dies. He's the Amazon founder, worth billions, $100 billion or something ridiculous. He's going to give all away his money. Give it all away before he dies. Then you've got the Gates Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates, the billions of dollars that were made from Microsoft. And what are they doing? They've got a foundation that wants to go around the world, talk about climate change, and talk about giving everybody pricks. Pricks giving pricks. You've got other foundations that do the same kind of thing. The other big one, well, we had the Clinton Foundation. How did that work out? But you've got other billionaires that want to lock up their money and give it to charity, so to speak. The problem is, well, the other one, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. That's how it's spelled. That's how I'm going to say it. Bankman-Fried. I mean, come on, you can't make this up, even if it were scripted. But this guy that was the head of FTX, this trading platform, 30 years old, billionaire, and he had this commercial, looked like a Saturday Night Live skit to me. You should go watch that with Chappelle, the Saturday Night Live opening monologue that he gave this past Saturday. But what you're looking at is this guy wanted to give away, it's a commercial, it's cheesy and hokey, and oh, he's got a $100 bill and he gives it away. This is a guy that gives his money away. He's giving this millions away. He wants to give $1 billion away. Yeah, he was giving it all away to the Democratic Foundation, or the Democratic Party. It might as well be a foundation. Don't want to go any further than that. But he was the second biggest donor to the Biden campaign. His parents, if you look at who Sam Bankman-Fried's parents are, and you look at his, I don't know what she was, girlfriend, but the Alameda, company that was working with FTX and washing money back and forth. If you look at that Caroline Ellison and who her father is and the connections there that go back into the government, there's a lot of people that kind of come up over and over again, and they're in government and out of government, but they're all connected. There are no coincidences here. But they pose as they're charitable people. And you got to look at what they give their money to, though. You can say that, hey, I want to give to charity, I'm going to give money to charity, and it's like, yeah, but what's a charity? I mean, the charity that they're providing or giving to isn't necessarily something that's going to benefit humanity. And that's what you need to follow with these exchanges. Are they really doing things that benefit humanity, or is it just a superficial mask to make them look like they are good people? Just because you give money away doesn't mean that it goes to a good cause. Hey, I'm going to donate all my money to charity. Well, that charity might be something that participates in illicit things. And there's a lot of them out there. Just do the homework and look at the people involved in it. So what you're seeing with this FTX thing, you know, this crypto exchange that went down, other exchanges have now stopped withdrawals. So if you had your cryptocurrency in those exchanges, you cannot now take it out. Well, isn't cryptocurrency on the blockchain and completely trackable? Yes, it is. However, that's not what they're doing. They don't have it on the blockchain. What they have is just a fraction of what you put in there, and then they participate in all these derivatives and all these shorts and longs, and basically the same thing that the system's been doing forever. A big Ponzi scheme, a big vampire casino. So what you're seeing right now talked about in the news about cryptocurrency is dangerous, and politicians like Elizabeth Warren coming out, this is why we need regulation. See, this is problem, reaction, solution at its finest, the Hegelian dialectic. This is what they do. So you got a problem that they created. Just look at the source of FTX. They created the problem. Somebody got rich. Heck, they had a portal to donate money to Ukraine that was going back and forth between the Democratic Party and Ukraine, and there's a big scam through FTX, basically, and that's all going to be revealed. But what they do is they create a problem. Oh, the thing collapsed. Tom Brady lost his money. Oh my God, and all the people he told lost their money. It's locked up. Where did it go? We don't know. Yeah, right. You don't get this big without somebody knowing about it, somebody on the inside. So anyway, think about that. No coincidences on that. I think Roosevelt, FDR, said there are no accidents in politics. Everything, you know, happens for a reason. So you got the problem. FTX collapses, people lose their money. And then you've got this kind of watershed effect, you know, in crypto, this ripple effect in crypto, to where other exchanges are like, we got to halt withdrawals. You know, we don't want to become insolvent by you taking your money out. Okay, so then the people react, hey, I want my money. What's going on here? And then they come in with a solution. Well, we need to regulate crypto. Need to regulate it. The thing is, you're really not dealing in crypto here. You are and you aren't. Don't want to let this go out. All you're doing is recreating the same structure that we've got now. Banks that we have right now are regulated and over-regulated, and then they still commit crimes. They still get caught laundering money to drug dealers. They still get caught doing things they shouldn't be doing. Then they pay a little fine and then everything goes away. So the same thing is happening in crypto. You put your money in the bank and then they do nefarious things with it, and they might not let you have it out of the vampire casino. Put your crypto in, your crypto money, into the crypto exchanges, and they do the same thing. They play with your money. They donate the causes they shouldn't be donating to. They're running money, laundering it through this and that, you know, and then when it all collapses, you lost your money. Problem is, cryptocurrency avoids all that by its nature. You look at Bitcoin, you look at Litecoin, you look at the real cryptocurrencies, not the ones that were created out of nothing, not the ones that venture capitalists, Wall Street, threw all their money into and profited from vastly and sucked a lot of people into, made them think, oh yeah, this is going to be the next big thing. Oh yeah, it's going to fix everything. Here's the thing. Money is money. And if you either got it or you don't have it. And so silver is money, gold is money. It's always been money, outside of the government, outside of any regulation. People have decided it's money. It's got properties that make it money. You can't destroy it, bury it at the bottom of the ocean, you know, salt all over it. It still survives. Cut it in half, still the same thing. Doesn't lose any properties. Roll it really thin, it stays the same. Put it back together or put it in any shape you want. Can't destroy it. Very difficult to even try to destroy it. So, you know, it's like, hey, this is a good form of money. It doesn't burn up. You know, can't lose it. I mean, you know, like seashells, you know, where more of them pop up, and yeah, you can get more gold. It takes a lot of work to get it, though. The fact is, money is money. You've got cryptocurrency now, Bitcoin, Litecoin, DigiByte, even Dogecoin. You've got these proof of work coins that are money, digital money, because there's a limit to how many there are, with the exception of Dogecoin, but there's an inflation rate to it. So you've got these things that are fixed by math, by code. The rules are defined. You know how many there are going to be. There's going to be 84 million Litecoin. That's it. Okay, so you put it in the exchange. The exchange should have that, right? And they should be able to give that back to you. Well, it really doesn't work that way, because they probably went out and sold most of it, and or used it as leverage to get loans and, you know, create all kinds of other fake money out of the casino, the vampire casino that exists. You know, the Fed, they can print up all kinds of money, unlimited amounts. So they leverage that to get more money, to do more leverage. And then when you want to take it out, they're like, oh, shoot, I guess we got to go buy it and give it to you. But most people don't take it out. They leave it in there until the whole Ponzi collapses. And that's what's happened. Problem is, you had people that signed up for FTX, gave their name, gave their address, KYC, know your customer, gave all their information. Then they end up getting hacked. They just got hacked. All that information, who has it? Who knows where you live? Who knows what your bank account numbers are? Who knows all the information they need to start scamming you? Somebody got it. It's because you centralized all that, because you put all that information in one spot. See, Bitcoin, Litecoin, they fix these things. You can hold it in your own possession. You don't need to have permission from a bank, from a government. See, this is something we give energy to. It's just like gold and silver. Somebody decided one day, hey, this gold kind of holds up pretty well. Hey, this silver holds up pretty well too. You know, there's only so much we can get out of the ground. You know, it's not like it's just raining gold and silver. Takes some work to get to it. So when you get it, you're like, oh, this stuff is kind of valuable. It holds its value. And more people realize that around the world. And to this day, it holds value. People desire it. That's the only thing that gives anything value. There's no intrinsic value in anything. We give power to it. We are the ones that manifest the energy and put that energy into it. So it's like a battery. We say, hey, that's a good battery. We're going to put our energy into that. That's what you're seeing with the real cryptocurrencies. With Bitcoin, Litecoin, DigiByte. Those are cryptocurrencies that you can put energy into, and you know there's only so many that can be produced. I use the example of Thanksgiving's coming up. Got a big pumpkin pie. There's only so many slices of pie. There's only so many Litecoin. Once you get it, you've got it. And once everybody else gets it, there's no more to be gotten. So name the price. What is the price? If you hold it in your own possession, which you can do, that's the key to all of this. When you stick it on the exchange, you're just playing the same vampire casino game that's been played and played and played throughout history. We've got a golden gift to where we can take possession of our wealth through real cryptocurrencies like Litecoin. And you go and give it away. You put it back on an exchange, and this is what happens. It happens time and time and time again. Well, guess what? I'll make mistakes. I've lost money on exchanges way back. That's why I don't do it anymore. I tried out crypto.com. They just stopped their withdrawals, but over the last Thursday or Friday, I kind of saw it coming. I had a little bit of Litecoin on there because I like using that crypto.com card, because you can take cryptocurrency and spend it like a Visa card. And so it made it easy. It's like, hey, throw a Litecoin on there and go, buy some coffee or whatever, go buy something. And I had a little bit of Litecoin sitting there, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go spend it. I'm going to use it. I could have withdrawn it, but I just wanted to use it. So I did. And like a couple of days after that, BlockFi, well, they did that, stopped withdrawals, but then Crypto.com did. And I don't know, it may be back up, it may not, but the fact is, at any moment, they could stop withdrawals. Once they have it in their possession, they don't have to give it to you. And that's the thing, you might think it's yours, and it may rightfully be yours, and it is, but once you give the authority to someone else to hold your stuff, it's just like anything else. I mean, if their word is no good, you say, hey, hold this $100 bill for me. Go to the bar. Mitch and I went out to the bar Saturday night. It's like, I saw a great band, 80s band, played just great music. But anyway, I mean, it's like handing somebody a $100 bill at the bar and say, hey, hang on to this for me. Or, hey, watch my purse. You see that a lot. Now, if you don't, you might think you trust somebody, but what if they walk off with your purse and say, no, it's mine? What if they put that $100 bill in their pocket and you say, I need my $100 back? It's like, what $100? And then it becomes okay, who's going to have the muscle to make it right? And in the case of exchanges, when you do that and you trust them, they just go belly up. They just shut down. And then what do? You can fight through the legal system, but look at Mt. Gox and what's happening there. That's still not resolved. And this is 6 years ago. I don't even know when that was, 7 years ago. one of the first crypto exchanges to collapse. And so you might be right, but it doesn't matter, because it may take you so many resources and time to see justice that it's just not even worth it anymore. You just lost. So instead of losing, realize that other people have lost and live vicariously through them, and realize that maybe it's not a good idea to be putting my money on an exchange. Maybe it's not a good idea to be putting money into the bank and thinking they're going to keep it safe. Now they have use case, just like I put it into crypto.com and I can use it, swipe it as a Visa card. But the thing is, I only put in there what I know. Oh, I'm not comfortable losing anything, but what I'm comfortable knowing that if things go south and I lose it, all right, bad on me, but it's so very little that it really doesn't matter. You know, you don't go putting 100 Litecoin on there. I mean, you put maybe 1 or 2 thinking, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to make a purchase. But when you're putting, you know, your energy and your work and, you know, God forbid, your life savings onto these exchanges thinking that you're going to make a return, I'm going to make 5% interest a year, it's not worth it. Even 10, 20%, it is not worth it. The whole idea for me with cryptocurrencies is that I can hold my money. I can hold it in my own possession. I can do that now. I don't need a bank to do it. Cryptocurrency allows you to put it into your own wallet, on your phone, on your computer, whatever it is, and only you can access that. It's locked up. It's sound money for the digital age if you're using Litecoin, and that's got privacy built into it now too, so nobody knows what you're sending. It's like digital cash with the lights out in a dark room. No, it's not that nefarious, but you have a right to privacy with, you know, you want to spend your energy how you want, and that's what money is. That's your right. You know, you don't want people knowing how much you have. So the lesson from these exchanges, and a lot of people have just beaten that dead horse, that it's like, do not leave your money on the exchange. Doesn't matter how good they look, who's endorsing it. It happens over and over and over and over again that the money gets taken. Sounds too good to be true. It is. That's why I focus on the boring Litecoin. The one coin that you can hold in your possession. You know how many there are, 84 million, only enough for 0.01 per person in the world, 100th of a Litecoin. Doesn't matter, because that network's never stopped working. It's always running over 11 years. It's safe. That's where I want my energy. That's where I want my wealth. And I want it in my own possession. I don't need to get yield out of it, because when everybody takes a slice of that pie and that pie is gone, as I said before, you name your price. What is that worth? What is it worth to be able to carry your wealth anywhere in the world and only you can spend it? And the Litecoin network that's been running 11 years secures it. I mean, to me, it's priceless. Absolutely priceless. If we're going to be living in a digital age, that is sound money for the digital age. It's just a no-brainer to me. And I'm not giving that up. I mean, I'm not giving that up. It's like if you've got a wad of cash in your pocket and you want to go buy something, it's a lot harder to spend that cash because you've got it in your possession and you got to give that up. That's a tough thing to do. So, I mean, I know some of you have been hurt by these exchanges. The thing is, learn from it. Learn from it. Don't think that crypto's dead. Oh man, it's a horrible thing. It's not crypto's fault. It's the people that manipulated the system. They're the ones that did it. Has nothing to do with the solid cryptos. If you're invested, if you're using Bitcoin, Litecoin, DigiByte, I mean, if you're using those things, I mean, those are secured by their own blockchain. They are what they are. They're defined. It's in the code. It's when you give those up that all the leverage and all the bad things start to happen. When you give up your money and put it in a vampire casino, they're going to issue new poker chips, and they might not let you cash them out. You might be locked in that system. And oh well, sorry for you. And then the politicians come along and say, hey, we're going to regulate this. We're going to make this better. We've got the solution. And what their solution is going to be, they're going to lock it down so that you're going to have a very hard time getting the sound cryptocurrencies. You're going to have a hard time getting Litecoin. They're going to gateway all these exchanges. And there may be limits on it, you know, because if they're dealing in real Litecoin, you're going to have a hard time when people really start buying it and taking possession and ownership of it. But what they really want you to do is to get into their currency, their so-called cryptocurrency, the CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. And they'll be able to track, they'll be able to control you, they'll be able to put limitations on everything that you do with those. It is the beast system that you do not want to be in, because they will have full control of you. Full control. So before that happens, understand that everything's going to go digital. That's where it's going to go. That's where they're pushing it. You want to have sound digital currencies that you can control in your possession. I'm a big fan of Litecoin. These central bank digital currencies that they're going to want to pay your pension in, they're going to pay your Social Security in, they're going to pay your food stamps in. Those are all going to be able to be shut off. Do whatever they want. Just like electronic voting machines. It's like, wait a minute, I thought this happened. I thought I had this, and this is the way it was. No? Oh, okay. It's rigged. Okay, it's all rigged. All right, it's rigged again. All right, my money's rigged now. Perfect. And you control it all? All right, yeah, I should be fine. Should be fine living in this vampire casino. No. That's why now is the time. Now is the time to take possession of any form of wealth that you can get your hands on. It's insane to have large amounts of cash in the bank right now. They don't have the cash. It's just not there. Go try and pull out a large amount of cash. You might think it's yours, but it's not. It says Federal Reserve note right on the top of it. It has nothing to do with this government. It is not out of our treasury. It is not money by we the people. You need to get money that exists outside of government and that will stand the test of time, because all governments fail. Do you really think ours is going really nice right now? Do you think things are kicking along smoothly? When a government fails, you do not want to be holding that government money. You want to make sure you've got your money, you've got your energy in your own possession. You can do that with Litecoin. You can do that with silver, physical silver. I just want everybody to try and maybe look at things a little bit differently, and maybe, understand why things are happening. It's that it's all rigged. All these people, these vampires that are running things, they're not looking out for your best interest. But the good thing is you've got weapons. You got ways to get out of their system, to walk out of that casino. You've got Litecoin, you've got physical silver. Hey, if you like Bitcoin, get Bitcoin. You like DigiByte? Get DigiByte. I love DigiByte. I just like Litecoin more. Gold? Get gold. I just like silver more. I think it's a better opportunity for somebody like me that doesn't have a lot of money to spend. I get an ounce of silver for 25 bucks. Ounce of gold, like $1,700. To me, it just doesn't feel right. Same with Litecoin. I can buy one Bitcoin for $16,000+. Well, I can't buy it, but I would have to if I wanted a whole one. Now, you can buy a fraction of it, but I'd rather have a whole Litecoin for less than 60 bucks versus 16,000. When there's 21 million Bitcoin and 84 million Litecoin, the numbers don't match up. So, trust yourself on this. Look inside. Trust your gut. See the things that are falling apart right now. Don't follow the narrative. Don't listen to those people who are trying to tell you what needs to happen. Know that you need to put your energy into something sound, whatever that is for you. And just do it. Because if your gut's telling you to do it, you better trust yourself and do it. Because you never know when the next thing is going to collapse. We've got dominoes falling all over the place right now. I can sleep at night. I didn't lose anything over this chaos, that happened in the last week. Nothing. Nothing, because I hold everything in my own possession. And it's a better way. It's just a better way to live, and we should all be living that way. Just my opinion. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Love y'all. Hit that thumbs up if you got anything out of this. Subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That'll alert you, give you a little message on your phone whenever I make a video. I appreciate everybody that's watching, everybody that's supported me, and I'll keep doing this because I want to, hopefully, if there's something I say that can help somebody to think differently about how they're doing things right now, and it changes their life for the better, I've done my job. That's it. That's what this is all about. You know, hopefully it's like somebody telling you, hey, maybe you'll want to look into Bitcoin, you know, back in 2011 when you can buy it for dollars, you know, if even dollars, a couple bucks. Why didn't somebody tell me that? Oh, I would have bought some. I'm telling you right now, look into Litecoin, look into physical silver. It's something that you can hold in your possession. It's money that is yours, not the government's. All right. Love you all. Hope you have a wonderful Monday. Thanks for watching. And always, always, always trust yourself. Trust yourself. You feel it? Trust that instinct. All right. Thanks for watching.